Thursday night. How's everybody doing? How is everybody doing? Get in here. I see you guys coming in. I am so happy to be here. I'm so glad that you guys are here with me. The night has come for our Valentine's Day swag, and I am pretty excited about it. So, thank you so much. We do have our experts in the house. We have TMI Gifts here. So they are going to be in the chat and they're going to be answering questions, okay? So make sure that if you have a question, they'll do their best, okay? They'll do their best to answer that, to see your comments. Sometimes it moves very fast in here. So just be aware of that. If they don't see it, just ask again. It's not on purpose. Thank you so much for your heart me's. Everybody make sure you go up and get your heart me's and get that heart me. It helps you and it helps me too. So words are hard tonight, and go ahead and warn you, we're going to have a good time like we always do. Thank you so much, guys, for showing up and being here. Hey, Sheila, I see you guys over there. It's cold in Indianapolis. It is cold here in North Carolina too, y'all. It is so cold. But it is warm in the house, so, oh yeah, Shauna, you see this mesh, girl, don't you? All right, so just so you know, and I will repeat this throughout the video because, as you know, people have to pop in and pop out. Some have to come in later and all of the things. You see this is done, right? It is on the educational place for your viewing pleasure as much as you would like to watch me deal with mesh. And I know that gives some of you some giggles because I don't do that very often, right? So I know that's hilarious. So you'll be able to watch it as much as you want to. It is over there. It is step by step how I did it. It's the measurements on there. So make sure that you check that out. When we are finished, we're going to have replays available of this so that you can go back, rewind, watch, do whatever you want to do. I know several of you have this kit. I am so thankful for that. But that will be over there, the educational place, so that you can watch that as many times as you need to or want to. Okay? So make sure that you tune in. I see everybody coming in. Hey, Amber. Hey, Tammy. Hey, Yashira. Yes, Jen. That's the place. Hey, Sharon. Hey, guys. Hey, everybody. I'm so glad that you are here with me. Hey, Teamy. I'm just going to say hey, everybody, because there's a lot of fantastic folks here with us tonight. We're going to have fun. All right, keep in mind, I've got Tiff with me in the chat, and she can answer questions. I am so excited. I got to be honest, guys. I love the kits that I put together, but I've been excited about this one. It's just one of my favorite ones, in spite of the mesh that we're using, right? In spite of that. I'm kidding. Thanks for your heart, me. I appreciate it. The mesh, let's talk about that. It's Deco Poly Mesh is what I am using tonight, all right? I cut this in 18-inch strips, okay? And I rolled each side, walked it together, which you can see in the other place, and that is how we have put these into the swag. What I do to one side, I do to the opposite side. All right, so let's talk about the swag. The swag is a 24-inch swag. It is gorgeous. It is so pretty. There is information in the chat that will continue to be in the chat, and take that information in, okay? But this is a swag base. It is high quality. It's gorgeous. It's that pine base that we're using. And you're going to see how when you are creating a swag like this, how it is nice to do it off of a swag base just like this, okay? All right. And just to show you, I did cut a piece of this so that oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. I did cut this just to show you, and how I did it is I roll this in a little bit. Just a couple of times, right? I go to the opposite end. I roll this just a couple of times. And then I literally walk it. I call it walk it to the middle, right? And look, it makes what I call pretty little bow ties. Thank you so much, Sharon. Little bow ties. Okay, that's what I call it. That's not a proper name. That's a Misty-ism. It's a Misty name. But it makes sense in my mind. I pinch the very middle of that, the center, approximately the center, right? Hey, thank you. And put it right in here. I use those pine ties to twist right around the mesh. It is that simple, guys. It is that simple. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Brandy. I see you guys over there. Thank you so much for hopping in. I appreciate it a whole lot. Yay, you made it. That's exactly right. It's so sweet. My sweet friend in the chat, she thought that it was yesterday, so she was super early. She was super early and messaged me, and I said, girl, it's tonight. So I appreciate you being here, and I do see you. So, all right. We've got mesh talked about, and you can look in the chat for the information. Mesh is here. The teardrop swag information is here. It is on both places. So check the chat for the information. Questions can be answered there as well. So utilize that, okay? All right, guys. For those of you who are just joining, I'm sure you know who I am, but just in case, I don't want to be rude. My name is Misty. I'm the owner and designer of Little Luxuries. I have been making wreaths and home decor full-time since November of 2022. For over 22 years of my life, I was in dentistry, but I traded in floss for florals in November of 2022, and I've never looked back. This is what I'm passionate about. It's what I love. I love to see others grow. I love to encourage others, and I love to teach others. So we are here tonight doing a Valentine swag, and I'm so glad you are here with me. All right, we're going to chat it up. Hey, Kim. Hey, girl. Hey, Keena. I see all you guys in here. Thank you so much. I am going to chit-chat. We're going to have a good time together. I got some stuff for us to talk about. Christmas versus Valentine's and all the things. Because, newsflash, y'all know it's not even Christmas and we've already got our Valentine stuff out. As wreath makers and those of us that do this as a business, we have to push those items early. And so it's a good idea to do that if that is something that is interesting to you if you're a business owner. Make sure that you're doing that. It's important to push it out early. Okay. Now to the fun stuff. This ribbon. You guys have known it, seen it, love it. Okay, this is in the Christmas aisles, but I always challenge you guys to something. It doesn't just have to be Christmas ribbon, right? This is beautiful for Valentine's Day. Reds, golds, those hues, those colors are perfect for Valentine's Day. So here this is our one ribbon choice that we're doing in this. It's going to make a bold statement when we put this in here. You're going to see why it only takes one ribbon. You're going to have more left over of this ribbon. So remember, if you're doing something with swags, if you're doing lanterns, anything like that, guys, you can use the leftover stuff to make a lantern bow, a lantern swag. We talk about that all the time. And I really encourage you to use your extra supplies to do that, okay? Or better yet, you could go ahead and make double door swags if you wanted to, right? Okay, without further ado, now this, she's going to make me just give you bad news. It's only available in the kit, okay? So, just be aware of that, all right? So that's all the more reason to make sure you get it, right? Hey Victoria, hey girl, I see you in here. Thanks for tuning in. So we are going to go ahead and we are going to make the bow. All right, so I'm going to use a bow maker. I'm going to use what's known as an old school bow maker. You guys that make bows by hand always giggle at this part. It's okay, turn your head, we're all different. I love when you make your hand bows, but it is okay if you want to use a bow maker to make your bows, right? It's fine. We can do that. So I'm going to use an old school Bodabra tonight and show you how to do this. Our ribbon tails are going to be approximately, because they don't have to be perfect, but approximately 12 inches, right? And we can use our scissors if we want to shorten them a little bit, but that's what we're going to do. It's going to be a very basic bow that we're going to put right here at the top. And we also have something really beautiful. Some of you know if you've got it. That's going right in the middle of this swag, but we'll get to that in a minute. Let's go ahead and get the bow made. All right, so I am going to measure out. Hey, Laurel. Hey, sweet friend. Oh, hey, you guys. I'm so happy to see you guys in here. So we're going to measure out about 12 inches for our bow tails, okay? And then we'll get to the loops here shortly. But while you're watching me do this, I have a question. First off, where is everybody watching from? You know, I ask it every live. It's not going to change. What state are you in? I want to know. If you will drop it in the comments, I would love to see as I make this bow where you are watching from. Those of you who know me already know I am from a very small town in North Carolina, y'all. You cannot tell by this accent. That is where I'm from. Connecticut, Kentucky, the state of denial, Kina. You're so funny, girl. Illinois, Ohio, Wyoming. You guys see where I'm going with this, right? I absolutely love how this platform connects us from all over. That is why I asked that question. That Florida. Okay, Alabama, Kina says. I love it. East Tennessee, North Carolina. Well, yes, you are. Florida. Do you guys see that? Do you guys see how the chat is from all over? I love that. It's one of my favorite things. Hey, Paula, how are you? How are you? I see some of my pearls in the house. Some of my pearls have entered the building. I'm just saying. You guys are here, and I appreciate that support and that love. I really do, from each and every one of you. The most valuable thing you can give somebody is your time. You guys are giving me that tonight. So I appreciate it, and I acknowledge it. New Hampshire's in the house. Ooh, I bet it's cold. Are y'all cold up north? Because here, Jennifer says Mississippi. Barbara says South Carolina. I see you guys. Thank you for the heart me. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's cold here, guys, but not like the cold that our northern friends are having. So that's totally different, right? You're chilling out tonight. Hey, it's a good night to chill out. You guys already know me. If I wasn't doing this, what would I be doing already? If you know, you know. I would be more than likely in my pajamas chilling out. So trust me. Kim says she's freezing. Chilly here. Yeah, Saturday. It's going to be really cold. But you know what, guys? It's the season to be freezing, right? We are in December. So we are almost done making this bow. The loops are 6-inch loops. So we got 6-inch loops, 12-inch tails. We've got a simple bow. We got a lot of this ribbon that's going into the swag. So a dab will do you. You're going to see how it comes to life for sure. And I'll show you how this is all going to come together. So, all right. I like to use zip ties. Hear me on this, friends. It doesn't matter. You pick whether you like zip ties. You pick if you like bind wire. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Bind wire, Chanel stems, whatever you want to use, right? You can use it. Jennifer, you're in Mississippi. Our friends at TMI is in Mississippi. Girl. Same state. We're gonna get to some fun stuff in the chat in a little bit. Y'all are gonna want to stay here. There might be some announcements. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, you guys. We got some fun announcements coming. So I'm just saying, I know that's totally terrible, and I don't like when people do that to me, but I'm doing it to you. I'm just saying thank you that you want to stay, because I'm going to make you stay for a little bit before we start chatting about the stuff you want to hear about. Hey, Candy. Hey, Barbara. You're wrapped in a blanket, fur babies in your lap, Christmas tree. Oh, I'm so glad, Barbara. Thank you for watching me, and thank you for being here. Guys, I do appreciate it. It's fun. It's fun when we get to hang out. And you know, it's rare in the evenings that I'm here. So I enjoy the time that I am. Thank you so much for the Go Populars. I appreciate you. Okay. Oh, thank you. Michelle, Paul, thank you guys so much. That is so kind. I appreciate it. All right. I'm going to be covered in gold glitter. Okay. It's going to be a gold Cupid dust. Since we are doing Valentine's, we'll call it Cupid dust. How's that? 'Tis the season. I'll never get rid of all this glitter, and I'm okay with it, y'all. I'm okay with it. All right, it's going to be a really simple bow. Whoo, that is beautiful. You guys see that? Simple. It'll end up at the top of this. We're going to do some cute stuff here with some ribbon tails off of the side and at the bottom. You can do this. All right, you can do this. I'm going to show you step by step how. That's pretty. So we're going to set this to the side, and I'm going to show you what I like to call my focal point, right? Barbara, I love to watch other designers. I really do too. So thank you for being here. Okay, there's a few things with this. Quite honest, I had to go ahead and let this set up for a few hours. So I did have to do this part off camera, but I want to tell you what I did, okay? Hey, Connie. Hey. Yes, it is. It is a shiny bow. Hey, Kaylin. How are you? Let me show you something. Let me show you how we did this. First off, when you have this heart, listen to me and look into my eyes. It is tougher, all right? It's a tougher exterior. It's like a hard, for lack of a better term, almost like a plastic material. So it's going to be a little bit tougher to get through. But here's what I did very safely. I took a pair of scissors and I poked holes. You're going to have to use a little muscle. Do not be scared to do that. You're not going to harm this heart. It's still going to be fine. But you put a hole in this and a hole here, and we use what we call U-pins or floral pins. Thank you, Connie. Okay, so we use these. You can find this anywhere, okay? Anywhere, and they look like this. Do you guys see that? This is called a U-pin or a floral pin if you don't know or you're not familiar with it, right? Pearl tip, U-pins and floral pins, they're amazing, okay? The heart is part of the kit, okay? This is in the kit. Thank you so much, girl. Thank you, Christine. I appreciate that. You take, after you put your scissors here and here and made those holes, you take your U-pin and you go ahead and put it into the holes, okay? One here and one here. And then what you do is you have your chenille stem, you glue around and push that U-pin in. And so it looks like this. It is secure. It's not going anywhere. And now this heart that otherwise didn't really have a way for you to attach, you can, woohoo! Thank you so much. Those are so fun. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys are awesome. I appreciate the love over there. I really, really do. But now you have a way to attach his heart, and you otherwise would not have a way to do that, right? So now we can put this in here, and you can do that not only for this, but in other items that you're trying to do. So U-pins or floral pins are fantastic to do that with. Thank you for your heart, me. Guys, make sure you go and grab that if you haven't already, okay? We're hanging out doing our Valentine swag with TMI gifts. They are in the chat. So any questions you have about anything they offer, please drop it in the chat and Tiff will be happy to help you, okay? All right, so we're going to go ahead. This heart stole my heart. That was corny, I know, but really, this was my inspiration piece. When I knew I wanted to do something for Valentine's Day, I always talk to you guys about what is your focal point, meaning what is the inspiration behind your design. For me, it was this heart. And then I built everything else around it, okay? So, that's just cute. Sorry, y'all, I get distracted, but I love it. Thank you so much. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't that gorgeous? Now, is this only in my kit? I would like to know. Guys, it is so pretty on the back, too. There's endless opportunities with this heart. Just curious, Tiff, is this only there? Because this is really pretty. All right. So we're going to carry on. I am going to go ahead and get this attached in. Yes, it is. Sorry, not sorry, guys. I'm sorry, not sorry. I am going to use the chenille stems, and I'm going to go right into here, right into the middle of this swag. I'm going right around what I call the spine of the swag to place this heart. And then I'll pull this closer in a minute and show you what we did. Now, there's something I want to talk to you about with this. I don't want to tie this so tight on this swag that it sinks in. Do you see that when we attach this, it is not sunk into the swag, right? You don't want it to be. If I pull that really, really tight, it gets lost in the mesh and the pine, and we don't want that. So you just give this a few twists, don't pull it too tight, and this is how you're securing the heart to the swag. All right? We can clip all the things off the back and make it pretty at the end. That's called final inspection, right? Final inspection. Hey, Cindy, I'm glad you're here. Thank you for being here. So, we're going to continue on. So far, we've got our pine base, we've got our mesh that we have placed, and we have put our heart in there. Man, it's pretty already, isn't it? Okay, we're going to go ahead and we are going to add our bow, all right? This ribbon, also only in a kit. However, shameless plug, there are beautiful ribbons that you can get. It is the time for hearts. We are switching over from Santa Claus to Cupid, so you can absolutely find gorgeous ribbons for Valentine's Day. Okay, so go and check that out. They have really, really pretty ribbons that you can choose from, okay? And all different types of ribbons. All right, if you like the luxury bougie ribbons, or if you want more of the lower budget, they have that as well. So, all right, I simply twisted this around. You guys see that? The bow, and now we're going to attach this at the top of our swag. There again, on swags, fun fact, you may know, but if you haven't and you're brand new, you may not. Down the middle of a swag is what I like to call a spine, meaning right through here is what holds all of these pine ties together. And it is a wonderful place for you to be able to attach things to your base of your swag. I call it the spine of the swag. So make sure that you're using that and tying that around because it's very sturdy, okay? We're going to come right in here. I see my sweet Jordan in the chat. Jordan is my sweet niece who is like a daughter to me that I love and adore. And I see you in here. So thank you so much for watching me, sweet girl. All right. I'm tying to the back of the swag. There again, I'm going to remind you, you do not want to tie this so tight that you can't be the boss of this bow and put it where you want it to be, right? We want to be able to maneuver this around, put it where we want it to be, and fluff this out. Now, if you've learned nothing from me, I'm going to tell you, you got to fluff, fluff, fluff your bows. It is a disservice to you if you make these beautiful bows and you're not fluffing out those loops and fluffing out those tails, and you'll do a final fluff at the end, but you need to make sure that you like where that is and that that is just how you kind of want it to be, right? We're going to also be using some ribbon tails in this that go down the swag, and we're going to fluff those the way that we want them to. All right? Are y'all following me so far? Okay, I got questions for you. In the chat, tell me, are you a fan of Christmas or a fan of Valentine's Day? What is your jam? What do you prefer more? Are you a fan of Christmas or are you a fan of Valentine's Day? I want to know, because some people just don't like Valentine's Day, right? And that's okay. There's no right or wrong answer. Everybody is saying Christmas. Amber, I see ya. Angela, Kim, Yashira, Timmy. Okay, Christmas, same. All right, same here. I'll be honest. I call Valentine's Day commercialized love day. You ever heard that? Commercialized love day, meaning I'm going to love you every day, and I don't need a special day to just go and do it. So, for me, oh, this is rough because I'm making this pretty design for Valentine's Day, but I'm a Christmas girl. Everybody, yeah, Debbie, Christmas. Barbara, Christmas. I see y'all. You can't choose, Brandy. Hey, I like that answer too. So Brandy is team everything, right? I love it. I love it. Sheila says Christmas. Yep, I get it. Christmas, hands down. See, I do not like Valentine's Day. Personally, I'm not a fan either, right? I'm not a fan, but to each their own. There is no right or wrong answer. I was just curious. For me, it's going to be Christmas too. All right, chat. Another question. Okay, another question. Candy canes or candy hearts? Put it in the chat. Candy canes or candy hearts? What do you think? What are you guys thinking? For me, I'll wait. I want to see what y'all say. Christmas is, hey y'all. Hey, Poinsett. You don't see the point of Valentine's Day. I get it. Janie, I get it. I really do. Candy canes for Tip. Candy canes, candy canes, candy canes, candy canes. Jen says, oh my. Neither, Jessie. Sweet tarts. Y'all know in here, let me tell y'all something that ends up happening on my lives. And y'all that have been here, if you know, you know. We always talk about food. Have y'all noticed that? I'm okay with it. Okay, for me, I'm going to have to say candy hearts, but I'm going to be a little specific. I like the sour candy hearts. Sour candy hearts. So your niece was born on Christmas Day, Cindy. I love that. That is awesome. Okay, I got some candy hearts fans. There's no wrong answers. But isn't it so cool just to see how we're so different? Flavored candy cane. I could get behind that. Okay, yep. Ooh, Peeps. I can't handle Peeps, y'all. I love you, Jen. I can handle them Peeps, girl. All right, what I'm doing, squirrel, I cut this. This is my way of doing it. If you have this kit, you are going to put your spin on it, and it's going to be beautiful, whatever you decide to do with it. I'm here just to show you how I'm going to design it and what I'm going to do with it, but I want to remind you it's yours, and I want to see what you do with it and how you design with it. That's what I want, okay? For me, I'm going to cut a 10-inch tail here, and I'm going to come right in here and put this tail in on each side. So that is what I'm doing while we are chatting. Hey, Kelly. Hey, girl. Nothing marshmallow. Something must be wrong with some people's taste buds. I hear you, Jamie. Yep, I totally agree. So, all right. You guys see where we're going here with this thing, Christmas and Valentine's Day, right? So I have a question for you. Is it going to be red and green or red and pink? What's your preference? Red and green or red and pink? I want to hear from you. What would it be? Red and green or red and pink? Because typically, there again, no rules, but typically we are going to see red and green for Christmas and red and pink for Valentine's. Red and pink. Okay, I see it. Green, red and green. Okay. So the color combo red and green more than red and pink. Is that what I'm hearing? Red and pink, you could switch out the side. Hey, that's true. You absolutely could do that. That's actually a really great idea. You could 100% do that. Red and green. Okay, so I'm seeing majority red and green. I can see that because when we think about that, that's like a classic. I'm going to move this up. I don't like that right there. What do I say, guys? When in doubt, rip it out, right? I want this up just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Y'all, don't be afraid to rip stuff out. If you put something in your design and you do not like it, you rip it out, reposition, do whatever you need to do. But you make it the way you want it to be. All right? We'll be cutting some of this and doing some of this. When in doubt, pull it out. That's exactly right. All right. Hot cocoa or chocolate strawberries? Hot cocoa or chocolate strawberries? What do y'all got? Hey, I've got a question in the chat there. Tiff, Paula wants to know, do you have deluxe ribbon? Do you have the deluxe ribbon line? That is a great question. Tiff, I will have her speak on that for sure. She can tell you. If you have questions regarding TMI, please ask Tiff. She is in the chat. She is with us tonight to answer questions, and I do want you to utilize her, and that is why she is here, and spending her quality time with us is to answer your questions. So, candy hearts. Your swag is red and green for Valentine's. See, it can be different. You seen where I went with the question, didn't you? All right. You want to build up inventory of deluxe. So I'm going to have her answer that. Tiff, if you are here with us, dear, do you carry the deluxe ribbon line? If you will let us know, please. And she is answering you now. Woo! Should have so much more here soon. Y'all, that is huge. You know, us wreath makers, we love having that. So I am so happy to see that that is coming. All right? I am so happy to see that is coming. Y'all, I'm not doing a good job with my tails. I'm talking and not tying these in very well. I got to concentrate for a minute. Talk amongst yourself in the chat. Talk amongst yourself. They're flying. There's flying tails everywhere. You're using red and black for a Valentine's Day design. I do have a Valentine's Day design coming, and I will tell you that it is also red and black. I'm going to tell you that this year, one thing that is trending a lot is red and black. The hues of black are definitely trending right now with designs. Christmas this year, I used a lot of black in my Christmas designs. People love it. Sorry, y'all, I'm having a moment. I got to twist this up. All right, you've got to make sure you get that connected well in the in the pine twigs. Make sure that you are getting this connected well in your swag, okay? You don't want this coming out on customers on their door. So give me a second and let me get this in here better. Where do I buy the ribbon from? Great question. I buy the ribbon from TMI Gifts. That is where I get a lot of my ribbons from. They have all different types. They have Valentine's, they have Christmas, they have every season. Guys, we're getting ready to come up on, I know it's hard to think about it right now, but we're coming up on spring and we're going to be coming up on Easter. They have all of that. So in the chat, there's information. I do have to be careful what I talk about. But in the chat, there is information on that, that they have beautiful ribbons. And I'm not just saying that. I get a ton of ribbons from them. Of course, other places, but they are my main go-to for that. So you definitely need to check that out. They have quite a selection and fantastic, fantastic folks. They really are. They're a family-run business. If you guys don't know, they're a family-run business and they are phenomenal. Okay? They are really genuine folks. And they got really great products. Okay, now that I have fiddled with that for 10 minutes, sorry y'all, we've got that in there. I'm going to do a couple tails down here. These are measuring 10 inches. Thank you, Jackie. I appreciate that. Well, I adore you guys too. All right, here's my other question. Snowflakes or hearts? Snowflakes or hearts? Think about that. Is it snowflakes for you or is it hearts for you? I want to know. Drop it in the chat. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you, if you're not a snowbird and don't enjoy snow, I can tell you it's probably going to be hearts. But if we look at it from a design standpoint too, do you prefer designing with snowflakes or hearts? So, hearts. Hearts, hearts, hearts. Okay. I got you. I see that. I think we already have the winter blues, guys, and and we're just starting winter. We are just starting winter. I think that is already happening. Hearts. Okay, snow, Timmy says. Timmy, do you guys have snow where you are right now? Is there snow on the ground in Ohio? Let me know. I'm curious about that. We do not have any snow, but I can tell you that we did get snow a few days ago. I could not believe it. It is one of the earliest times that I can actually remember having snow, but we did have it, and it was crazy. I enjoyed it. I was like a little kid by the window, but it was a lot of fun to have it. So, snowflakes over here. Okay, I see you guys. I see you guys. Not as much as you did a few days ago. Okay, that's fair. All right, here's a question. What is more romantic to you? Since we're in the mood for Valentine's Day, what is more romantic for you? Would it be a sleigh ride or a candlelit dinner? Talk to me. A sleigh ride or a candlelit dinner? What would be more romantic in your opinion? There again, no wrong answers. You get to answer for yourself. But what would it be for you? My answer I have, but I want to see what you guys say in the chat first. I want to see what you guys think about it. All right, let's go ahead and move this up a little bit now. You can see what we have done while we've been chit-chatting. I put a bow up here. I've got ribbon tails here that are 10 inches. And I got 2 ribbon tails down here that are 10 inches. And we're just bringing the ribbons all the way down the swag. All right, so our eyes drawn to the top, all the way to the bottom with our ribbons, right? Dinner, snow ride, dinner, sleigh ride, dinner. Okay, it's all across the board. Sleigh ride. Tiff says dinner, sleigh ride 100% all day. You know what I would say? let's go to dinner and then a sleigh ride. I want both, y'all. My husband would giggle for sure, but I want both. Go ahead and let's do both for a date. But if I had to pick, I do think that a sleigh ride could be pretty romantic, right? It could be. All right. I want to know. Worst gift. Worst gift. Christmas gifts or Valentine's Day gifts? Now, don't tell me what gift was your worst gift. I'm just asking. Is it a Valentine's Day gift or a Christmas gift? Where do you tend, if you exchange gifts, where do you tend to get the worst gift? And if it's from the heart, no gift is bad. But you know where I'm going with that, right? Valentine's. Me too. Probably because we don't give gifts on Valentine's, but Valentine's. Yep. All right, guys, we're going to be putting this piece in. These are gorgeous. And with this kit, there's 3 of these. I did that on purpose. We are going to bling this thing up all over. We're going to be breaking these picks down into smaller pieces and distributing them throughout the entire swag. So it is getting ready to come to life. It is getting ready to pop. And you're getting ready to be like, wow! Because it ties in so beautifully with that gold. And what I am literally going to be doing is cutting this down into smaller pieces like this and putting it into the swag base all the way around. Guys, isn't this pretty? Isn't that pretty already? I love it. I really do. Probably dinner, but you aren't very romantic. Well, you know what, Debbie? It's okay. It is okay. Valentine's. Or, a vacuum. Christmas. I love that for sure. Tiff has information in the chat for you guys. Make sure you are checking that out. Guys, no pressure, but I'm being serious. There are 6 of these left. 6. That's not sales pressure. That's just honesty. You should go over there. You should get to TMI and you should use my code and get you a kit. There's lots of goodies in here. You don't have to design this exact thing. You can put your own spin on it and do what you want to do. But if you want all of the things that I'm going to be showing, that's the only way that you're going to get it. Okay? All right. So I have broken these down into smaller pieces. And we are going to go ahead and put these into the swag. And we're just going to start coming right off to the side and gluing right into this swag base. And we want them to come out here. Now, here is something I want to tell you. This is a pearl tip. Make sure when you're doing your swags that you have a good connection to your swag, to those pine tips. If you don't, this will come out. And you do not want that happening to your customer. You want to make sure that those are secure in there and that you're making sure you got good contact with your swag. Okay? All right, so in your opinion, I think I already know the answer with this from the chat. In your opinion, chat, what has better surprises? Is it Valentine's Day or Christmas Day? What has better surprises? And it sounds like we're a Christmas bunch in here for the majority. But I'd be interested to know what has better surprises. Is it going to be Christmas or Valentine's Day? All right. I love the ribbon too. Christmas. Everybody is saying Christmas. So far. You don't like surprises. Y'all are cracking me up. Angela, I understand, girl. I understand surprises can be tough. You're like, well, what do you mean? What are we going to do? Where are we going? I am like that too. I'm going to be honest. I'm like that too. I'm like, wait, what? Plus, did I dress right? What do I need to do, right? All the things. So I 100% get that. You go back with tiptoes on some pics. Yeah, I get it. Christmas, yep. He always gives it away early. That's the other thing. Can y'all's hubbies or your significant others, can they keep secrets? Mine's pretty good with that. I got to give credit to him. I got to give credit where credit's due. Jess does pretty good at keeping secrets. Are y'all seeing this? Look at that pop. Can y'all see the sparkle on this, y'all? Go and get this. Go and get this. I'm just telling you, it's pretty. Y'all gonna be wanting to put this either on your home or in them shops. And you're gonna be sad if you don't have it. So, nope. Zip ties. That's true. You can. Zip ties. And then beautiful. Thank you so much. All right. So, I do have a question for you. Roses. Do you guys like roses? Because when I think about Valentine's Day, I think about roses a whole lot. Are y'all a fan of them? And if so, what is your favorite color rose? For me, I have a story, and you guys know I talk about my mom a lot, right? She was my best friend. My mama's favorite flower, one of many of them, was a red rose. So I definitely love red roses. You love roses? Yellow roses. Oh gosh, look at all the yellow roses in the chat. That's cool. I love that. I love that, guys. Yep. Oh, Wendy, a lavender rose. Girl, yes. Oh, you love tulips that remind you of your mama. I love that, girl. Yeah. Roses remind me of my mother, and she had the absolute most beautiful knockout rose bushes. If y'all are into gardening, I do not have a green thumb. I'm just going to go ahead and tell, hey, Mary Beth. Hey, y'all. I do not have a green thumb, but what I will tell you is she had the most beautiful, gorgeous knockout rose bushes. I don't know if y'all are gardeners in here or anything like that, but I can tell you that when I see those red roses, I think of that and her knockout rose bushes. So, you do too, Lorraine. My mother loved them. Your logo is, I know, Angela, her logo has a yellow rose in it. So I should have known, girl, that was going to be your favorite, shouldn't I? We're going in, and what I'm doing, friends, is what I'm doing to one side. You guys know if you design, what I'm doing to one side, I'm going to go over and do to the other. We're going to fill up this swag with beautiful golden accents that tie in beautifully to our gold ribbon and the red ribbon here. And that's what we're doing right now. We got other goodies to go in here, but that is what we are doing. All right. If you're just tuning in, thank you for being here. We are doing a Valentine's Day swag, and what I'm using tonight came from TMI Gifts. There's information in the chat. I also have Tiff here from TMI Gifts, and she is happy to answer any questions you might have. So make sure that you drop those in the chat if you have it. The gold really does make it pop, Kim. And also, you guys already know if you know, but in case you don't, if you have this kit, here is what I want you to do. I want you to put your spin on this. There are several different ways that you can design with this. There are several different things that you can do with this kit. What I want to see is what you do with it. And I'm going to call Kim to the front because I have seen a lot of her work because she has shared it with me, right? She always puts her own spin, her own little touches to the kits. And I love seeing that. So please share with me what you do. I'm happy to share it to my page. I'll always ask your permission to make sure it's okay. I want to see what you do with this stuff. And guys, that also encourages others. I want you to think about something. Those that are watching, they see me do this, and maybe they're new, right? And maybe they feel a little bit intimidated, and they're like, well, I don't want to do that way, or whatever it is, right? They see your design, and they get inspiration. So it's a win-win, right? We're helping all the wreath makers in the community. So make sure that you put your spin on it and let me see it. And guess what? If you decide to do it just like this, that's okay too. I still want to see it. So I want to support you guys just like you support us. We want to support you. So show us your designs, okay? All right. We're continuing. We got a bunch of this, and that is on purpose. This is how this comes in the kit. It is one branch. But guys, this stuff breaks down. Hey, Tiff, I have a question. Does this come in different colors? I know this is here, but by chance, do you have this, or do you know if it is available, this type of stem? Do you know if it is available in different colors? Because it is a really good stem. It really is. So it could be used in multiple designs, but I was just curious about color choices. Let me know. All right. So, I have a question, another one while we're waiting for an answer to that. Would you rather have a cozy night at home or a night out on the town? Would you rather have a cozy night at home or a night out on the town? I want to know. Drop it in the chat. And I bet y'all can guess what I'm going to tell you. If you know me, you know what I'm signing up for, but I want to hear from you. A cozy night at home. Oh, wow. Okay, Tiff says that. Yashira says home. Sharon, Amber. Look at y'all. Keena, Wendy. You know what? I'm the exact same way. I would rather have a cozy night at home. You know, a good, this time of year, a good movie, like Christmas movie. But watching that, I would rather have that, guys, personally, than a night out on the town. And both are lovely, don't get me wrong, but that is my preference. I would rather be at home. Sarah says cozy night at home. Kaylin. Kim says depends. Am I in Vegas? What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. I don't know, girl. That'd be up to you. Are you going on a date in Vegas? That's funny, though. Majority of us said a cozy night at home. I get that. All right. Here's another one. Peppermint mocha or strawberry latte. Ooh. Peppermint mocha or strawberry latte. I want to know, which would you do? I know this one too. Some of y'all, I know y'all's answers. It's so funny. I know what you're going to pick. Neither. Amber says, neither. Oh, that's great. For me, it would be a peppermint mocha if I had to pick. But y'all, in total transparency, I don't really like peppermint. I know I'm weird. I don't like sweet tea and I'm in the South. I don't like peppermint really. And here we are at Christmas. But if I had to pick, it would be that. But I'm not a huge fan of it. I just gotta be honest with you. Strawberry only. Okay, Caitlin said neither too. So did Jessie. So lots of neithers. Neither, I pass. Okay, tell me how you really feel, y'all. That's actually pretty funny. Oh gosh. All right. So we have discovered we're not peppermint fans or strawberry lattes. I can handle that. I can handle that for sure. What I'm doing is going in and making sure I get a good connection, y'all. I want a good connection with that swag. So when you see me kind of exploring and going in there, that's what I'm doing. Last branch of this is our third one. You get 3 of these. 3 of these, y'all. Okay, Barbara said mocha. I got you. That makes sense. See, we got somebody that'll have mocha. I like different flavors. Definitely not peppermint, y'all. I can't deal with it. In general, I don't. Strawberry milkshake, Sheila, that I could get behind. That I could totally get behind. Hey guys, as you know, people are popping in and popping out, and I just want to let them know what we're doing. So if you've already heard this, just bear with me. But I'm Misty, and tonight I am designing my Valentine Swag Kit with TMI Gifts, and all the things that I am using from there. And I'm showing you a way that you could possibly do this, but I encourage you, if you get this, to put your own spin on it. There is information in the chat on how you can get this and also save. Tiff is here from TMI Gifts. We appreciate her time so much. Oh, Tiff, wait. Y'all, there's something juicy. There's something that we need to talk about. And I kind of held you here a little bit, but I want her to go ahead and have an opportunity. Tiff, do you want to drop a hint about something? A little teaser about something that people should maybe pay attention to, and we'll build off of that. We're not going to give it away all the way, but do you want to put maybe a hint in the chat, for folks about something? If you know, you know. Is there any teaser you want to give us? Calling Tiff to the front. She's probably thinking, Misty, what? Let's see if she's here with us, and let's see if she can answer us. Is there a hint? Is there something that these folks should be looking out for, or something you want to tell them about? I do not like that. Spill the beans, Tiff. We want to know. Is there some information or a little something you want to talk about? A little teaser about something that's going to be happening at TMI. Just curious if there's any information you want to give us. I I see silence, guys. Encourage in the chat. Tell her you want to know something. Tell her you want to hint about something. And let's see if she would be willing to drop a hint in the chat for us. I don't know. Maybe I put her in the spot, but, oh, I see a comment. We're trotting towards something unforgettable. April 24th and 25th. That is a good hint. Now, here's what I want with that. First off, I'm going to highly encourage you to go ahead right now and mark your calendars off for April 24th and 25th. I can't give stuff away. That is their job to tell you things. You can stay tuned to their page and you can get lots of hints, and eventually they're going to spill the beans on what it is. But what I can tell you is you're going to want to mark your calendars for those dates. Just saying. Mississippi is pretty, and you need to mark your calendar for those dates. That is what I'm going to tell you. Does anybody want to guess? We're not going to tell you right now. Does anybody want to guess in the chat what they think this might be? I want to hear from you, and I'm sure Tiff does too. What do you think it's going to be? Oh, she even said an in-store event. More than that, but we're just going to leave it at that. What do you guys think in the chat? Dropping hints on our, from here on out. You guys need to check them out in all of the places and make sure that you're getting the information. April 24th and 25th. Look into my eyes. Pay attention. Mark your calendars. But they're dropping hints. Did you just see that? All of my... Somebody said all of my favorite... Maybe it is your favorite designers. You never know. You never know. But what I can't... Oh, workshop, Amber says. Those are all great guesses. Laurel says, I can't wait. So, with that being said, friends, what I will say at this point is mark your calendars and be prepared for something that is absolutely incredible. The other thing that I might say is perhaps something to ask Santa for this year that could be helpful in that is maybe gift cards to TMI Gifts. Just saying. That might be a hint. You might want to ask for that. That's what I got to say about that. So, everybody's saying I'll be there. You don't know. You just don't. I hope that whatever that is, you will certainly join. I hope that you will join. I don't just say this, and if you know me, you know that I don't. I absolutely love and adore the folks at TMI. I have a special relationship with them. They are like family to me. I love them. They are an amazing small business. They are family run. They're incredible. They have Southern hospitality and all of the things. So, be there or be square. All right? That's what I'll say. That's what I'm going to say about it. So, you like the hint. Calendar marked. Now that I love to see, Tammy. If you are excited, even though you don't really know what it is, will you please drop an emoji, any heart in my chat. I don't care about the color. Will you drop me a heart if you're excited to hear this? Will you please drop me a heart in the chat if you are excited to hear this? I'm excited to hear this. Look, I see the hearts already. Oh, yay. Oh, guys, look at those hearts. Tiff, look. Are you feeling the love, girl? As we're working on this Valentine swag together, are you feeling the love for TMI there? Because I am. I am feeling the love for sure. I am so... Oh, my gosh, Tammy. Tiff had me at the... Oh, yeah. She had you at that, huh? Tiff is a really special lady. She really is. She's phenomenal, and we love her. Her and Lori and Tracy. Oh, I don't want to leave anybody out. I'm just going to say the team there is incredible. They really are. So, well, hello, Sarah. Sarah, look at the chat. You just missed an announcement. Just saying, you missed an announcement. April 24th and 25th. Friends, Sarah needs to know. Thanks for being here. Oh, did you hear that? If there's a workshop, I would go. I'm just saying. I don't know, Amber, you gotta stay tuned. I think you guys are gonna be pleasantly surprised. That's what I'm gonna say. I think you're gonna be pleasantly surprised. I am pleasantly surprised. That's what I'm gonna leave it at. Okay, I can hardly contain it. We gotta stop talking about it. We gotta move on to something else. There are your teasers. Stay tuned to all the places, all the pages, all the spaces that they're at so that you can find out more. It's going to be epic. Okay, so, alrighty. We are working on, if you're popping in, a Valentine's Day kit. And all of this is from TMI. We are glaming this baby up. This is looking good, y'all. I've got my one last piece of this. And just like I tell you guys to do, I'm going to take a step back and see where I want my last little piece of this to go. I have filled it up good. And we still got lots of things. We got all kinds of stuff to put in here. I'm going to put it right over here. I'm going to put it right in here. Okay. Now, these are fun. I have a puzzle piece. Hold on one second, guys. Oh, gosh. Unable to verify. Oh, uh-oh. Woohoo! Third time's a charm. Whew. That made me sweat. Okay, y'all. Look how fun these are. These are so fun. These are going to go in just to add a little bit of fun, a little bit of texture, a little bit of woohoo, right? We're going to add these in. Now, what I like to do is break them apart so that they are smaller pieces, just like this. All right, so we're going to go in and put some of these fun things in. Hints dropping every day until the announcement. Tiff is telling you now, and what I am telling you, wreath friend to wreath friend, you need to make sure that you are paying attention. All right, you are paying attention to those pages. So that you know, because you never know, paying attention to those pages early might be an advantage too. But when are they sharing more, Debbie says? Soon. They really are. They're going to start dropping more and more hints every day. But the biggest thing to know are those dates so that you can be prepared. Yep. You love adding a little bit of woohoo. I do too, Amber. I think that's so much fun when we can do that. That is so much fun. Now, these, like I said, I just like to break down into smaller pieces. You don't have to, but I like to do that and just add them in on the side. Look, a hint will drop tomorrow. Do y'all see that, guys? A hint will drop tomorrow. I love anticipation. I really do. Now, let's be honest, it's bittersweet, right? Because you want to know and you're excited about it. So it's bittersweet because you're like, just tell me. But at the same time, it's kind of fun, like trying to guess and figure it out. So I'm excited. Angela did tell us earlier in our question she don't like surprises, y'all. So that's actually kind of funny. Sorry, Angela. We love you anyway. We love you anyway. We got to have a little bit of fun with it, though. We got to have a little bit of fun with it. That's funny. All right. So here's another question. Tiff, these fun red pieces that I'm adding, I just got to ask, is this only in the kit? People are not going to like me very much if we keep saying it, but I need to know. Are these only in this kit? And if so, guys, maybe that's a sign. You need the kit. I'm just saying. Oh. All right, breaking these up more and more. These are a lot of fun. You're going to have a little bit of glitter stuff when you use these, but that is okay, guys. It turns out so pretty. It's worth it. It's totally worth it. And do these come in more colors than red? I always have these questions because, guys, when I find something I like, if I'm planning it for other projects, I like to know if there's other colors available. So, oh, well, thank you, ma'am. Surprisingly, it is available. Guys, look at these. I'm going to take the one that I haven't been using. These are fun. These are a lot of fun, and you could technically use it as one like big piece or break it up a little bit in the branches. But you can break this apart. These are good for centerpieces. Valentine's Day, guys. It's coming up, so you got to start thinking about that. So this is something that you could actually get, and you don't have to have a whole kit. You don't have to. Oh, black. About fell over. I did not realize that. I really do need that. Tiff, I'm going to need you to save me some of those. Gold, silver, blue, and black. Yes, 4th of July. I wasn't even thinking about that. Did you see that excitement, Paula, that you just had happen? I wasn't even thinking about 4th of July, but that would be perfect. Yeah. Way to think outside the box. I wasn't even thinking about that. I had my mind strictly on Valentine's, but that would be beautiful, right? All right, I'm going to hold this close. I want you to start seeing it. Can you see this coming to life? Isn't that pretty, guys? Woo! I like it a lot. I like this a lot. I need some of all the colors too. Guys, get it. Go ahead and get it. While it's there, I want to use some of the black like we were talking about. Ooh, that's good to know, really, because I'm doing, like Paula said, I'm doing a red and black Valentine's, and I would love to have the black spriggies to put in my design. Just saying. So I'm gonna have to add to cart. Thank you, Tammy. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I think so too. I think it's really pretty. I've been very excited for this one. Guys, I will have more stuff with TMI. We are in the works on working on stuff as we speak. So there's going to be more things coming down the pipe. So be prepared for that. If you are a pearl in here, if you are part of my pearl circle, ears open, we're going to have a lot of cool things coming down the pipes with them. So just be aware of that. Pearls, just be aware of that. There's going to be a lot of fun stuff coming down the pipes with TMI and our pearl circle. So I'm excited for that. Very, very excited. It's going to be a great year. Okay, here's a question. What do you have for New Year's? New Year's, do you make resolutions or not? No right or wrong answer. This is personal preference. Do you make New Year's resolutions? Tell me if you do in the chat. In the chat. Yeah, they are too. They're excited too. Nope, Timmy, I don't either. Nothing wrong if you do. I'll tell you what I do make. No. Okay, I see lots of no's. I am the same way. I choose not to. Nothing wrong if you do. All right, that's not what this is about. I'm just curious. Thank you, Susan. I choose not to do resolutions. Amber says no. I choose to chase goals. That is more my jam. I want to do goals. And that is what I do. Guys, I love how this is just adding that oomph, that little oomph factor. It's so pretty. I am loving it. Now, I'll have to fluff these bows a million times. We got one more piece to go in here. Then we're going to have our final piece. Y'all are going to like this final piece. It's predictable. What do you think? Now, if you got the kit, you know, or if you've seen, what's our final touch on here going to be? Do y'all know? Don't cheat. If you don't know, what do y'all think the final touch is going to be on this swag? All right. Ooh, I love it. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. I got all these people in here, and nobody knows what you think that final touch is going to be. Florals. Somebody said it. That's all right. There's going to be florals. That's going to be our final touch once we get done with this. Good guess. Who'd have thought? Misty using florals. Okay, Angela says, yes, open doors and let the last year out and the new year in. Amen, sister. I am all about that. 100%. All right. We're going to put this right over here. right over here. Love it, love it, love it. Let me make sure I get connected in good with the swag. All right. Woo, this is wild. This is wild. Like these little things remind me of my hair when I wake up in the morning, y'all. Y'all ever have days like that where you're like, it's kind of one of those hair days. That's what this reminds me of. It's kind of funny. All right, I got one more little one I'm going to put in here at the bottom. We're going to add in our final thing. The camera is not doing this justice. I just need y'all to know this. I'm going to show you first. That is gorgeous. Over here, I'm going to show you. Ooh, Lordy. It is speaking to me, y'all. My creative juices are happy. All right. We're going to carry on with our floral. One last piece of the floral. I love it too, Tiff. All right, drop some hearts in the chat if you like this. Drop some hearts in the chat if you like this design. I want to see it. Oh, thank you, Angela. She says it's stunning. Thank you so much. That is very kind of you. I have to say, I think it's really pretty. Okay. Thank you. I see lots of hearts. Final touch. We are going to use these. These are pushers. Okay. These are one of my favorite things because they are pushers, meaning you can move this up and down. All right. But this is just going to add the final little touch in here. You can cut these back if you need to. We're going to put in just a little touch of flowers. And the reason that there's flowers in this is, y'all, it's Valentine's Day. We need a few little floral branches in here just to make this come to life, right? Very, very pretty. I've got to say, it came together just like I kind of imagined that it would. I really, really like it a lot. I can't wait to see what you guys do with it. I do have a question for you. The elements in the kit. So we have the ribbon. We got the heart. We've got the mesh. We've got the gold picks that we're using. And we also have the red spriggies. And now we have our red florals. Out of this, tell me, what's your favorite element? Understand it all goes together as a whole. But what is your favorite element in this design? What do you like the most? Tell me in the chat. No right or wrong answer. Just curious what you like best. The heart. The heart. I hear it too. Yep. The heart. Same. Y'all, that is how I built this whole kit. It was on this beautiful heart. I seen it and I knew. I'm serious. There was lots of Valentine stuff that I could have picked from. I loved this heart so much. So, yep, everybody, you're with me then. The heart. Yep, I totally agree. And when I seen that, I said, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. I am going to build a kit off of that heart. So, I'm glad you guys seen that vision too. Isn't that funny how you see something and you're like, I'm going to do something with that. I'm going to create something all based on that. That's exactly what it was for me, friends. Same thing. Also, I want to challenge you to something. I hear some people say about leaving the green on flowers for Valentine's Day. You can do that. It's personal preference. I want the green in there. And so I leave it in, okay? So don't be afraid to use florals that have green in it. That have the green in it. You can see, let me hold this up close. In this one, you can see it's kind of like that muted shade of green. All right. Question I'm asking, Tiff, is this only in the kit or do you have these florals outside of that? And is this the only color that they're in? Could you let me know? If you know. Sometimes guys, you know, they have to check inventory and other things. They may not know. That's why I always say, if you know. Oh my gosh. I just love this, guys. I really, really do. Oh my Lord, they come in white and navy. Paula, you know how you were talking about patriotic stuff? Navy, I'm just saying, you got my mind going there now. So, just saying. We're going to build out the top too. This is so pretty. Ah, I love it. I love it, y'all. Do you guys watch any of the cooking shows? And you see how when the chef or whatever, when they're doing the food and it turns out the way they want it to, and they're like, oh, they're doing their happy dance. When our designs turn out and we're doing our happy dance, this is turning out exactly the way that I wanted it to. So this makes my heart happy. I hope that it makes your heart happy too. Now, here is something I want to tell you that I'm going to do. This is a pusher. I needed to explain that a little bit. Do you see how these flowers will move? They're not just stuck to one position. I can move them up and down. That is what we call a pusher. But I don't want that many flowers at the top. Do you see what I did? I can put these to the side and use them on something else. I just want a little bit of florals at the top, not that whole branch. So you can definitely do that with pushers. You can take some of those flowers off. Oh, Paula, thank you. Yashira, thank you guys so much. I appreciate that very, very much. I love it too. I gotta be honest. I love all of the kits that I have done. But quite honestly, guys, this might be one of my favorites so far. One of my favorites so far. Here is something that I want to do. I want to take one of the flowers and come right in here, right in the middle of the bow. Let's see how I can make that work. This one has beat the wall. Oh, thank you so. Now listen, guys. Angela has one of my wildflower wreaths. It's just her favorite, and she loves it. She's admitted that to me. So for her to say that she likes this better than her wildflower wreath says a lot. Thank you very much, friends. I am loving it too. Guys, I came through, I took that other little branch of flowers that I had taken off as the pusher, and I covered up right in the middle of that bow where that zip tie was. I put it in the Chanel stem. I put it right in there to kind of cover it. What I'm going to do with the remainder of the flowers is come in my swag and let you see that. You see these little pieces? Don't get rid of them just because you took them off of as a pusher. You didn't use them all as one stem. You can use them in here. I'm showing that to you. You just put the glue, go right into this, and it literally comes right out of the middle of the swag, and it's very, very pretty. But you don't want it sticking out too much when you do that. Just a little bit. All right, I'm going to do that again. Thank you so much. Hey, Abby. Girl, I hope you're on a date. I hope you were on a date, sweet Abby. All right, so remember, guys, I told you this is pushers, right? So what we're going to do, we don't want all of the flowers. So we're taking some of them off. Do you see that? You can do this with a lot of your floral stems. So now what's happened is instead of one big floral stem, we've got these little guys, and this works perfect when you're going into your swag pieces and you're doing that. How many of you have done this? In the chat, tell me if you are a wreath maker. Thank you, Sheila. If you are a wreath maker, how many of you do this kind of stuff to break up your stems and extend them out a little bit? I would love to know. I would love to know. Sweet Abby, thank you for being here. All right. I'm going to go ahead and put this right in here. We're going to continue to build right around this heart. But let me know, guys, you do. Amber says she does. I'm glad you didn't miss it all too, sweet girl. But I do hope you had a good date night with your hubby. Y'all, we're doing Valentine's Day, okay? She comes into the chat. She's just had a date with her hubby. Don't forget to date your spouses. Don't forget to do it, guys. It's important, important, important. So this was the perfect opportunity to tell you that you need to love on those spouses. The good Lord gave them to you, so make sure that you're showing them love and that you guys keep dating each other. And don't be afraid. I don't like that. Don't be afraid to rip this out and make it do what you want it to do. All right. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Repositioning that. All right, guys. Beautiful. Loving it. And those flowers add that perfect touch. We're going to come in with a couple more, and we are going to call this done. It's perfect for Valentine's. Thank you. Yeah, this is a swag. It's a teardrop swag. For those of you who are just joining, this is with TMI Gifts. This is my Valentine wreath kit. You can get yours or other supplies, right, at TMI Gifts. And you can use my code MISTY20, MISTY20 for 20% off of your orders. Mark your calendars if you've just gotten in here. We dropped a hint. We haven't told what it is. April what? Tiff, put it in the chat one more time before we end. What is our date that those calendars need to be marked for? What is that date? Thanks, Caitlin. Yep, definitely grab it. And this one, guys, it is almost gone. It is almost gone. So grab it up. Also, know that if you came in at the tail end of this, that you can certainly watch this replay in the place for education. We have to be careful what we say on here. But in the place for education, this will be available for replay that you can go back and watch time and time again. Hey, Kelly. Hey. Yep, and we did drop in the chat. I'm going to go ahead and put this in here. Your birthday. I know, Jen. I'm so excited. Thank you guys for the follows. I appreciate it. I'm going to pin that comment. All right. April 24th and 25th in-store event. Something that has never been done before. And when I tell you, never done before, I really mean that. Never done before. This will be epic. And I'm excited. I just want you to know. So, all right, guys. Thank you, Abby. I appreciate it. Not the first weekend in May. No. This is something that's never been done before. So I want you to get in your mind. There may be some things that happen. Of course, you're going to be able to shop into things like that. I'm not giving it away. This is something never done before. Never done before there, ever. It is April 24th. It is April 25th. So please mark your calendars now. And you guys know that if I tell you it's going to be something amazing, it'll be something amazing. So I hope that you can be a part of it. I hope that you will mark your calendars. Guys, let's take a look at this swag. I still have a few flowers. You know, I will do glamour shots of this. I'll go back. I'll finagle things a little bit. I might cut down my ribbon tails and all of the things. But I'm going to call this done with you guys. But I'm going to show you. Isn't this gorgeous? Guys, the camera, honestly, it does not do it justice. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? To me, that absolutely screams Valentine's Day. It really, really does. So, all right, guys. In closing, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I really do. If you want to get this kit, they are still available. There's only a handful left, but they are available at TMI Gifts. Go there. Use my code MISTY20, MISTY20 for 20% off your order. And for the kits, they're free shipping. So take advantage of that. And also, if you want something else and you don't want just this whole thing, they have beautiful ribbons. Guys, the time right now, especially if you're a business owner, listen to me. You need to start your Valentine's Day stuff now. I know that's crazy. I know it's hard to go right now from Santa Claus to Cupid, but we've got to do it. So listen to me on that and go ahead and start to get started on those things, okay? The designs moving forward, you're going to notice that if it's not winter, and I think I'm pretty much showing that, we're going to be in Valentine and everyday season. So thank you guys so much for being here. I'm going to go ahead and tell this platform goodbye. Thank you. And then guys, over here, my TikTok family, thank you so much for your time. Tiff, thank you for being here. Thank you for letting me put together this beautiful Valentine's Day swag kit. I love working with you guys. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for the future and the things that are coming. There's some great stuff. Pearl Circle members, hear me. Pearl Circle members, there's some great stuff coming down the pipes with us and TMI Gifts. So be ready for that. Buckle up and be prepared for some great stuff. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I do have a membership group that is right now, it is 15 cookies a month. It is the cost of lunch per month. That is what it is. Invest in yourself and learn. Learn design, not only design, learn business. That's what I'm talking about, okay? If you have questions, reach out to me. I'm happy to answer your questions. If it's something that you're considering, we would love to have you. It is a great community. All right, I've taken up enough of your time tonight. I appreciate you. I value you. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for your support of my friends at TMI Gifts. Mark those calendars for April 24th and 25th, and I'll see you guys soon. Have a great night, everybody.